Let's dive into last
No,
night.
speaking of poison.
My Lord. I mean, riot police taking over buildings. Did you see the Jewish student in California who had her head smashed open?
Sure did.
The inmates are running the asylum, but you know, as I was mentioning and talking to Tara this morning host in South Carolina, she had a great point. The Democrats are really silently cheering this on. They must want this.
Silence is complicity, as the saying goes.
Where's Biden? Where is Biden on this? Why is? I mean, we know where Trump is.
We sure do. On Hannity last night, talking about anti-Semitism, how terrible it is. House Speaker Mike Johnson talking about rising up. This is a good versus evil dichotomy, and not as a Republican, but as the leader of the House, representative of that entire body. President Trump, not just as a candidate, but as an American, stepping up for the only humanly decent thing to do, and that's of course to protect the free speech of anybody that wants to be on either side of this global land dispute. But when this turns this evil and when anti-Semitism is on the rise, there are two kinds of people, those willing to rise up against it and those who are not.
It's not right or left anymore, Mark. It's not Republican versus Democrat. This is good versus evil. If you are extolling the virtues of Hamas, you're evil. Now, how about the reporting from Washington that the Biden administration is seriously considering bringing refugees from Gaza into the United States and giving them a path to citizenship?
Why, of course.
And you had a perfect post, and you just said it again, but last night you were right. What could go wrong with this plan? Let's see. About 70% of the population of Gaza not only supports Hamas, but they approved of what they did on October 7th.
Yeah, all of the things being equal, the 10-7 thing was just kind of something that needed to be done.
Now, consider this. So you're going to tell me that over 1 million of them coming to the United States, it could be over 1 million. Now, like Tara said this morning, they have no fear of the electorate. Biden has no fear of the electorate. He is more terrified of Ilhan Omar and AOC and the squad. They're more worried and apt to bend to the will of the far left loony progressives than they are normal Americans.
And one of the reasons, because they've got to get the vote of these crazy college kids. You got to get those votes in Dearborn, Michigan, with large, Muslim populations, and they're potentially leaving the Democrat Party in droves because they think it's funny. They can't seem to win in this White House. They think that we're supporting Israel too much. So they're desperate.
That last night, let's show how corrupt and how really rotten to the core some of these Democrat leaders are. AOC posted something about being concerned for the safety of people last night, and normal people saw that the NYPD was just waiting for the green light to go in and clear these people out of the building that they commandeered. And finally, Columbia University's administration said, okay, go get them out of there. This is dangerous. What did AOC worry about? She was worried about the safety and the health of the protesters. Not one word about the police. Normal people prayed for the police. Do you realize how brave those men and women of the NYPD had to be to go into this, this viper's nest with these violent cretins in there, commandeering Hamilton Hall? And yet AOC wasn't worried about the cops. Oh, no. She was only worried about the pro-Hamas terrorist-loving protesters. Mark, we're an upside-down world. I say it a gazillion times. I'll say it a gazillion and one. We can solve this. We can start to fix this on November the 5th. It's the only way out. It's the only hope.
And if anybody listening is wondering how, I can hear people saying, okay, well, I want that too. Absolutely. You guys are right. I agree with you. Hooray, hooray. How does just the mere re-election of Trump automatically fix this? It's not like it does like a light switch going on. It's a message. It's a message that voters are sending. And here's one of my favorite themes. I think I coined this and people look at me like I'm crazy. A vote for Trump is a vote for normalcy. This most unconventional of candidates, this most unconventional of presidents, is the guy you vote for if you want law and order, if you want borders, if you want people to support the police rather than attack them, if you want an economy that's functional. Trump, with all of his craziness, is the normalcy candidate, and I have to believe it's part of why I like our chances,
Mark,
is that a lot of Americans crave a return to normalcy because under Uncle Joe, who is supposed to be the normal, just observe the guardrails kind of guy, we have no borders. That's not normal. We don't punish crime. That's not normal. The economy is crazy. That's not normal. So time to vote for normalcy.
Mark, there's a split screen right now going on that is stunning. You think Texas or Florida puts up with these pro-Hamas demonstrators? You've seen what they did, right? UT Austin, I mean, they got out the pepper spray.
Sure
They're
did.
saying you're out. And they drag them out of there. And compare that to the blue states. The imagery of how blue states function versus red states couldn't be more vivid right now. We're seeing this as plain as day. And, you know, I have the benefit of going into New York a lot. I was there this past weekend. The people are angry there. They're tired of crime. They're tired of lawlessness. And again, you're voting for that, though, dummies. Stop voting for Democrats. You can fix this. If you're worried about having a listen, there are 2 or 3 occasions I was on a subway, couple of dicey moments with people coming near me. I'm thinking, okay, get ready here because they might, here we go. I mean, this is what New Yorkers are going through on a regular basis. It's what people in LA are going through. Oakland, Chicago, you go down the list. It's Democrat-led cities. And how can they dispute it, Mark? I know they'll try, but you can't. It's undisputable.
It completely is, as is the moral vacuum of Biden. If we had a real president, he'd be on the TV box tonight or as many nights as possible with an address to America. I think of LBJ in 1965 in this address of, or it might have been even whatever his might have been 64 pre-civil rights Civil Rights Act. Just essentially saying this is a singular time. This is a time when we have got to unify and do what is just universally right. And some people love that speech, some people didn't. But it was courage of the moment. It was to lead us to a more enlightened time. Where are the Democrats of today to do that? Where's the human decency that says this is we were talking about 1960s in Chicago and this 1930s Germany stuff. And where is the moral clarity from Joe Biden's America? It's deafening. The silence is deafening.
You cracked the skull of a young Jewish college student imagine replace Jews and pro-Hamas protesters with blacks and whites. Yeah. Can you imagine a line of white students preventing a black kid from going into campus or going to class or assaulting the black kid just for being black? I mean, this is hate. These are hate. You want to go about hate crimes and hate speech? Here we go. And what are the Democrats doing? What are blue states doing? Let me take you to Washington State, where this whack job Governor Jay Inslee just announced a $45 million program. You know what they're going to do? They're going to buy electric vehicles for low-income residents. I'm not kidding you.
My.
Families are going to get up to $9,000 who are low-income to lease an EV or $5,000 to purchase one. So while Washington State and the rest of the country is burning, Jay Inslee, the governor, wants to give money for low-income families to buy or lease electric vehicles.
Straight up vote buying, this, paying off college loans. It's all they've got. They cannot make any point on the issues. They can't say, hey, we're better on borders. We're better on the economy. So we're now reduced to, we'll give you free money for stuff.
Free stuff. We're going to give you free. Here's billions more in college tuition, relief. It isn't relief. You and I are going to pay for it. Correct. Everybody knows it. So guess what? The momentum is going. People are rejecting the anti-Semitism, the hate. We're months away, my friend, but we got a country to save, as Larry Elder likes to say.
We do, and it's true. And from our conversation yesterday, I'm just so riveted by the point that you've made, because for the narrative for all of like January, February, March, April is you would kind of casually say, there's no way Biden can be the nominee. And I would say, I know he's terrible, but it's really hard to get rid of him. And those things, I can see we've largely kept our territory there. But as the convention gets closer, as the Republicans in July, Democrats in August, as they get closer, and as Biden's poll numbers suffer even more, and he now has a ringlet of people around him, so he literally doesn't fall over on the tarmac or something. You're so right. It's just a matter of, and not like I'm fully predicting they're going to sideline him, but how can they not? And just they've got to be this. This is also the secret that's too big to keep. At some point, some plotlet, some conspiracy is going to come out. And it won't be a conspiracy. It'll be real. Where Democrats are just trying somehow to make somebody else the nominee. Yeah.
Never underestimate the loony left's ability to pull tricks out of their sleeve.
Yep.
And they are not going to go with Grandpa Joe. It's inconceivable. I do hope, though, as we wrap things up, though, it's my fervent prayer that the new refugees from Gaza will get free electric vehicles. That's very. I hope, bring this full circle, okay? Let's make sure they get some Teslas.
Teslas for terrorists.
Teslas for terrorists. Yeah, I like it. It's got a nice ring to it.